Hey Slayers, I hope you guys are fabulous. My name is Tumi and this is Yam Broke and Fabulous. If it's your first time here, you are not a Slayer yet. To become a Slayer, all you need to do is click subscribe and hit the notification bell and the all option so you don't miss your notification every time I post a new video. And if you're a returning Slayer, welcome back, babe. I appreciate you. Adulting is hard and it's hard on everyone, and the reason why I'm doing this video is because I saw this disturbing post. It's not disturbing, it's actually such an honest post that I saw on Facebook, and I'll just post the screenshots on. But someone said, not suicidal, but the way my life is set up right now, if the vaccine killed me, it would be a relief. Then another person answered, I'm jealous. I'm always jealous of people who just pass away easily. I'm always wishing it was me. I am not suicidal. I won't even have myself, but ish ube. And the messages go on with people like, every night this is my prayer. And believe it or not, I really relate to this. Even though I do suffer depressive episodes, I've never had suicidal thoughts. I've never thought of hurting myself. I've never self-inflicted pain or cut myself or anything like that. I go through those dark periods, but I've never been to a point where I wanted to off myself. But I related so much to this thread, because I know what these people are feeling. And it's because adulting, 20s to your early 30s, those are so hard. And I know I'm not there yet, but I've already experienced adulting since I left varsity, and it like there's always something going wrong. And also there's that thing of there's unemployment, or you are employed but you are earning enough, you can hardly meet your expenses. It's just hard. And on top of that, you are faced with social media where everyone is just posting like progress and everything, and you might feel like you're behind. I just feel like adulting in this age, in this digital age, is much more difficult on a lot of people because we are constantly looking over the fence. As you saw from the title of the video, I am going to be talking about the prophecy that changed my life forever. So okay, so I'll give you context. The reason why I started with those screenshots and why I started with that conversation is because the prophecy came at the time where I also felt like that. Like, I would be driving to work and I just wish a truck could just smash on me and it would be over. Like, the pain I'm feeling, the exhaustion, the failure I'm feeling would just stop. So and it made me remember how that kind of changed my life and how it kind of changed my outlook on life at that point, because it was so hard to think that I'll ever get out of it. I just felt like, you know what, I was 22 and I felt like, you know what, I've already failed at adulting, I've already failed in life. I don't see any way forward. I don't see if there's any way that I'm gonna get out of this, except if like a car smashes on me and it's over. So I used to work at this job. When I started working, I worked as in customer service. My title was customer service and social media, but it's literally customer service, because even on social media you're doing reputation management. You're literally always answering complaints all the time. And then there's customer management, because it was an e-commerce company and customers would call in or like track orders and a whole lot of shabam. And the reason why I took that job is because when I was looking for jobs, it was I wanted to be in a PR space or marketing space, and I couldn't be in that space, and I couldn't just keep on saying applying and getting rejections. So the time I got that job, I was like, yes, I finally got my break. you know what, it was a good start. It was a good start. Little did I know it would be the most like testing space of my whole life. I never anticipated the challenges I would face in that space, because sometimes we pray so much for a job, but we always forget to pray that when you get there, it's a healthy space, it's a positive space, it's a space that doesn't make you depressed and doesn't like suck out the life out of you, because that's where you're gonna spend most of your hours. You spend your hours at work, 8 hours every day at the office, and if that space is life sucking, it will suck everything out of you. So yeah, and then I worked there for the first year. Within the first 4 months, I knew that I didn't want to be there. Actually, by the 5th month, that December, when I went home for the holidays, I already knew that I didn't want to be there anymore. I already got burnt out within the first 3 months. I had already like cried every day. For the first 3 months, I remember I had developed like night sweats that I couldn't like wear the same pair of pajamas throughout the night. I had to change twice because I'd constantly have these nightmares, and then in the morning I'd have to face the reality that was in my nightmares, and that was it. Like, so in the first 4 months, I knew, you know what, I don't want to be here anymore. So me not wanting to be here anymore, that means I must start paving my psychiatrist used to say, like, you need to now plan your exit plan. So I thought, with me realistically, I thought, okay, after holidays I'd be there January, February. By April I should have gotten another job. Didn't happen. The whole year, so 2018, the whole year I'm there, knowing like this place is still sucking the life out of me. I know for a fact that I do not want to be here anymore. But you're applying for jobs, you're not getting, you're like, there was even 2018 was actually a time where I was not even getting responses or job interviews. I was just getting rejections on rejections. Then December we went to holiday, go back, and I'm still there. Then 2019 came and we moved, and the place I used to work at had a marketing manager, and I was still just helping out. I was still doing customer service. I was now doing hiring. I was doing a lot because I had grown in terms of my role and what I could do and what I was trusted with, because when the company started, it was a startup, and then it 10x, and then we grew so much, then we had to grow and everything like that. And in that whole space that I'm there, every other month people are leaving, people are quitting, and I am just not like, I had thought of it a lot of times, but I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna be in a worse off place if I quit, because what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? I'm not gonna be able to afford anything. I will have to move back home, basically, like, if I quit. So this one time I was doing customer service, and this client and this lady was fighting with me until I was not good at customer service, because I do not have willpower to fight with people. I was not good at customer service. So I was like, you know what, it's fine, you can come, I'll take the flag with my boss, because I knew I was gonna get into trouble letting a customer come. And she came, and then once she came, she like, her order was fine and everything. Then she wasn't so rude as she was over email and everything. So it was boxes. I was helping her take the boxes to her car, and before I left, she was like, I'm so sorry, I need to tell you this, and I need to pray for you, if you don't mind. And I was like, like I found it very shocking because I'm not that person as well. And this was a white lady that was she was fairly young. I felt like she was young, and I was even looking at her car, like she was driving a Range Rover. She was dressed up. She was what I wanted to be in my 20s, and I think she was in her late 20s to or early 30s. And like I was just like bye, and I was going back into the office, and she was like, no, may I please pray for you and tell you this. She's like, you know what, you are gonna be so successful, you're going to grow, and it's coming, like your growth is coming, you are going to be in the position that you want, and you are going to be in the position that, because every day I used to pray to God, I used to be like, God, please take me to a place where I'll be emotionally, financially, and mentally happy. Like, I don't remember the word I used to use. And this woman, I don't know, I don't talk to, she's just a customer, says all these things, that you are going to be in your best position, you're going to be so successful in your life, you are going to you are so close to your dream job. You, like, she told me all those things, and I found it so weird, but also it, like, you find it weird at the time. This person is telling you all of this, and what your life is looking like right now, it doesn't look like, you see. And then she prayed, and she prayed to God about the things that she was telling me, that they may come to fruition, and I can open my eyes to receive them and everything like that. And she left. I just felt so good inside. I was just like, I had been writing for so long, because when 2018 started, I needed a coping mechanism. So I started doing, like, I have so many of the books. Every day I used to write 5 things I'm grateful for, and then write the scripture of the day. Like, the Bible app always has a scripture of the day, and I just write every day what I'm grateful for. And it's not, it should, like, sometimes it can be the same thing, because every day I'll write, I'm grateful for my husband, I'm grateful for my family, but I try, like, I used to make it a point to try and point out new things that I'm grateful for, because there's so many things you can be grateful for that you pass out like, this is nothing. So I used to be like, sometimes I'd just be like, I have 5 fingers, I have toes, I have transport, I have food, those type of things. And every day I used to also write, hore, I want like this, like my life aim. And there was this time, like, I was just so frustrated, I couldn't even write. But every day I had done that, and I used to write those things, and I just felt like they were falling on deaf ears. Nothing, it was just, nothing was happening. Like, nothing was happening. I was not getting the job interviews. I was not getting opportunities that I'm finding. It was just, wow. It was nothing, like, literally dololo. Then our marketing manager left, and when they left, I literally went and said, may I please have the job. Imagine, I came from customer service, social media, and like doing, I asked for a marketing manager's job. I didn't know what he did on a daily basis. I just knew he was doing the whole marketing funnel, and he was doing it on his own because he didn't have a team. And I was like, I want that, and I want to do it. And funny enough, my boss was like, yes, you are gonna do it, because I had proven myself, you guys. He didn't just give me because he likes me or whatever. I had proven myself that you can throw any challenge at me and I will know it. I remember I had to learn how to code, write in HTML. I wasn't qualified. I didn't know anything about fully digital marketing. I just knew a few things about social media and front end, not back end. Back end where it's like paid advertising, and when I was given the account, it was like, we are spending millions here in marketing. And I was like, wow, okay, I think this is what she was talking about. but it wasn't. Little did I know it wasn't. It actually was, because the way I worked so hard, I was saying to you guys before I got a phone call, I was learning HTML. I learned how to do HTML. I learned how to do funnels, like a full marketing funnel. I learned so much, and every day I showed up and I was ready for all the challenges that would be thrown at me. Did I cry every day still? Yes, I did. But did I watch people leave me, get me there and find me there? Yes, I did. But what I realized when I finally got the job of my dreams, and at the time when I started getting job interviews, and I started getting what do you call this, when I started getting job interviews, when I started getting like the calls, now I needed to get there before I could get to the place that I am in now. I needed to work to that point at that place, even though I felt like I needed to leave. Had I left any sooner, I might be still in a junior position right now. I might still be in, like, still scraping and trying to build myself. The knowledge that I gained in that 2 years surpasses someone that has experience in my field for 10 years, like easily. Like when I went to an interview, I knew what I was talking about. Even I had no doubts that I could prove myself, because my age didn't matter. And in the final month, like where I got a job offer, I got 2 job offers. When it came, it was so crazy that I was not even expecting it, because I had kind of given up, but I hadn't given up, because I was still putting my best foot forward in terms of my work, but everything else was decaying around me. Like when she told me and when she prayed for me, and when that happened, I thought in the next 3 months I'm out, I'm in my dream job and everything. It took one more full year before I even saw things start to move. And if I had just brushed it off and said, this woman is crazy, and I didn't work towards it, it met me halfway. Like, so I worked towards it, and I didn't know, because there was a time when I was like, yo, and I'm gonna give up now, because it's not happening. I keep applying, I'm not getting job offers, I'm not getting anything. And I just needed to say, I stopped. Actually, I remember there was a time I stopped applying for other jobs. I was like, I'm gonna focus on this, and when it's time, God will make a way. If he already gave me this message, then when it's time, he will make a way. Was it hard? Did I cry till my body hurts? But I still wiped my tears. I reached rock bottom a couple of times in those years. Like rock bottom, I hit it at least 3 times, but I still picked myself up, and I continued. I worked, I challenged myself. Now I just look back and I'm like, wow, and wow. There's guys, very little things faze me. Like, I do not get fazed anymore because of that. So I'm just here to tell you that it does get better. It won't get better today after I told you it does get better. It might get better in next week, but also it might get better in the next 3 years, or it might get better in the next 10 years. But as long as you keep pushing towards what you want, and every time you hit rock bottom, you pick yourself up and you rely on God, it's everything. I'm done. I hope this video, even if it changes one person's life, or if it changes one person's perspective on life, that would be enough for me. I know these videos, my sit down videos, don't perform, but it's fine as long as it reaches the right people and one day it helps someone. That would be enough for me. thank you so much for tuning in, Slayers. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'm going to link the Instagram video that I did with regards to this as well on just under my title. I'll put the Instagram link if you want to watch more and you feel like you haven't gotten enough of this backstory. Bye.